Testing 1, 2. I'm just kidding. There's no testing here. This is a raw report. No script. Off the cuff. The way you love it. And who is this talking here? Well, I don't know. This just might be some guy named Robot Malal. He's nobody. Just kidding. He's kind of like the Stephen Grant to Ultra Maximus's Mark Spector. Welcome, everybody. May the 4th be with you. So, of course, with it being May the 4th and the Star Wars theme being heavy, I had to show a thumbnail with some Star Wars on it. So, but don't worry. We got an action-packed early edition for you this evening, and I am the Ultra Maximus, and you are here watching the Ultra Maximus channel. Please subscribe to the content that we do here. Leave me a comment if you're watching on the rewind, or you know what, if you have the opportunity to leave me a comment after the show, that's fine. Like and share the video. Don't forget to click that notification bell for notifications for when we go live here, so this way you do not miss the early edition when it comes on instead of the 11:55-ish normal premiere. And of course, I want to give a big thanks to 1,100 plus of you subscribing to the content on this channel. And for that, you guys are in the giveaway of giveaways. And we're going to make it real raw when it comes time to giving this thing away. Stay tuned. But again, only subscribers are entered into that giveaway. Watching other things on this channel is appreciated, especially when you go back and watch all the other raw reports. And when I do the new pickups and mail drops, of course, this is one of the best opportunities to get inside the head of Ultra Maximus and see what's he buying. The secret variant is, of course, the FOC extravaganza going down every weekend thus far. I believe you guys are experiencing what it is like to not have the FOMO. And if you have the FOMO and would like not to have the FOMO and be able to pre-order your books, I suggest you subscribe and you check out the next episode of that. And don't forget to check out some of the other really long and established videos that I have on this channel, like the Marvel Legacy second printing, except Thanos 13, homage variants, and of course the hip-hop variant platinum list. I mean, if you're a hip-hop fan and you like hip-hop albums and you like the Marvel hip-hop variants, well, there you go. Don't forget to check out and subscribe to all of the feature channels on the feature channel section of this channel. And of course, follows are always appreciated. Whether you follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, or Twitter, I thank you. Even if it is just to troll me and tell me that, tell me nothing. FOMO just leaves a bad aftertaste. Don't FOMO. That is very, very true. Except for those 2 out of 2 billion times that the book you FOMO'd on actually quadruples in value, like very early. And you have a 25 copy incentive that's all of a sudden a $100 book. Which doesn't happen very often, but when it does, boy, are we very appreciative of that. You're not too late at all, DS. You're actually good. You're actually good. Everybody else, Omar V, Dwayne Scott, thanks for joining live. And of course, the links to all of my follows can be found on the channel homepage on that third UM logo. But of course, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at the ULTRA Maximus. You follow me on Whatnot when I have time to get on there. Follow me on Twitter, of course, Ultra Maximus X. And just because there's 3 X's in the name does not mean that it's anything triple X. Except for maybe some derogatory comments I get to drop every now and then on people who try to troll me. What can I say? When I get into that mode, the filter comes off. But that's what you guys love me for, and that's why you watch me on Drunken Chat. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mighty Mel V channel for Drunken Chat. Don't forget to tune in Friday night at 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Pacific. I owe you guys a Spec Matrix at least once a month. That's all I know. At least once a month. I'm not contracted, but that's how it rolls. Spawn number 1, King Spawn number 9, King Spawn number 10, and all the rest of these black and white variants. I hope you're picking them up, because Mel has something up his sleeve for you all, and these sketch variants. And I don't know why the follows are always appreciated here again. We already been through that once. Download the Whatnot. Okay, follow Ultra Maximus on Whatnot. Download Whatnot. the Play Store, and of course Apple Store. Yeah. See, some of these slides repeated. Subscribe to our friends who are putting out the wonderful soundtrack music at White Bat Audio. Don't forget to find them at Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, whitebataudio.com, and on Spotify. And of course, variant work, logo work, all sorts of good work done by the man Eric Hurd. Sick logo, right? ComicBarricade.com. Helps keep your books upright in the box, because nothing hurts more than having a brand new box of books that you didn't fill up, but you're in the process of filling. You walk over to the other side of the room, grabbing another stack of books, and then all of a sudden the books that were in the box that weren't full fall over, taking some of those near mint gems that you had, 9-8 candidates, down to very fines, if at all. Use the code ULTRA. Get you 10% off your order, and don't let that happen. All right, everybody. If you have not bookmarked wantedcomics.com by now, well, you've missed out on such things like the Sosa Mike and Bloodstained Teeth. You know, you do this to yourself, and especially when you don't follow Drew from Wanted Comics on IG. Because as we know, in the quick changing world that is comic book speculation, it is always nice to have a retailer who has copies for sale. Drew's been in the game a long time. He's a good guy. Awesome comic book store. Don't forget to follow them. All right, everybody. Super Chat isn't active, as you know, because we're waiting on the LLC organization stuff. But direct support, paypal.me/Ultra Maximus if you're feeling frisky. And to all those who do donate, I graciously appreciate it. Not required, but it's appreciated by all means. All right, everybody, let's kick this one off. I don't just dress up in a shirt and tie for nothing. Because you guys know I try to bring you quality while over others you try to be first. And that quantity, they bring doesn't know the quality that I bring. Oh, you know what? Let me also correct some lighting in here. It's a little bit on the bright side. Ah, there we go. There we go. See, now you guys can see my face clearly. And hey, I am the Ultra Maximus. Thank you guys for joining me here. This is the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, and of course, your one-stop Wednesday release news and just all-around cool shit going on. We've got a review of FOC coming up at the end of the show, so stick around for that. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you did not catch the last episode of the Secret Variant on this channel, well, I'm going to give you one final, hey, orders have already closed, and try to put your name down for this type of thing. And if you don't heed my warnings, well, then forever may the FOMO be with you. What up, Patrick? Good to see you. Just explaining what the FOC stuff is. But again, so at the end of the show, I will go over my picks from this past FOC that just closed on Monday. And here we are at Wednesday. So stay tuned for, next episode on this channel and all that. But I got a lot more content to drop in this one. And again, I got to do this quick because I got to get the other job of cracking skulls requires my assistance this evening. So I've actually been summoned. But that means there's going to be some spoilerific things going to be happening in this episode here. And I don't want you guys to fret, because you know what? Again, this is the Raw Report for May 4th, 2022. And we're going to start things off with the opening top story for the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. And, Jake, where the hell you been at? But hell is not what I said. We were teased a lot. And for everybody wondering, Moon Knight had its finale here. Again, show started on March 30th, finished here May 4th, and just right before the opening of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So Jake is somebody that we did not get to see in the earlier episodes, and without spoiling it for everybody, I don't know if you get to see him or not. But I do know that we finally get back to the pyramid that we saw Mark Spector's body shot at in episode 4. And lots of things happen here. So Layla gets a hold of him. I don't think it was hot garbage. A lot of people will be disappointed with it because of things, but I see a lot of goodness happening here. So what we have, of course, is we have Harrow getting Amet's statue, which will release her. But he stupidly leaves the Scarab. By the way, official presser. Got the presser coffee, even though it's 8:30. So he leaves the Scarab on Mark's body. And then we see... Nate. We see him take Amet's, Avatar Stone, and he's gonna take it to the pyramid to make it happen. So she unfortunately watched everything go down. She sees Mark murdered. She's crying over Mark's body. She picks up the Scarab, but that's not it. Oh, yep. So here we go. We see her transform, and we see a girl ask her if she's an Egyptian superhero. She says yes. Now, what I also noticed is the kind of rows of the wings. And again, this is the only way that they can make this one the Scarlet Scarab. So Nate's joke about the MCU strikes again. He's not wrong. They did debut a new character right here in the Scarlet Scarab. And of course, that is, fantastic for Moon Knight lore. I'm glad to see this kind of stuff happening. I think the Moon Knight story, pardon me, has a lot of exploring that it can do. And the last piece of the puzzle, I don't know. If you guys didn't watch the show, this might mean nothing to you. But if you did watch the show, the Sienkiewicz Psychiatric Hospital main entrance, it was definitely a good homage. And then, of course, seeing the plate on the front of this here limo saying Spectre. I was very, very pleased to see this go down. Now, this may or may not be a part of the end credit scene, and you may or may not need to stay through the credits in order to find that scene. But the Scarlet Scarab did appear way, way back when in The Invaders, number 23 from 1977. Now, this version of the Scarlet Scarab also, showed up in the next issue. But what I found really, really funny about this character is that there's another one that they say has a first appearance that happens right here in Thor number 326. Multiple Scarabs. So, with that said, judging from the way that I know that the interconnections of the MCU and the Marvel Comics 616 universe are sometimes intertwined and sometimes very loosely not related at all. If they do give us a Scarlet Scarab of this character, I believe the push from the Moon Knight series might actually be very, very beneficial to the character. But I don't know. What do you think? Leave me a comment below. And of course, I didn't want to spoil all the goods that happened in the episode because I want some of you guys to be able to have the opportunity to watch it. But the Scarlet Scarab was kind of a big thing. We kind of saw it foreshadowed. Episode 2, she was like wearing, that, it wasn't, I wouldn't call it a necklace, but it was definitely that crazy, or that might have been episode 3. It was that gold thing that was like an ornament around her neck, and I was like, she's gonna become a superhero. She's gonna get some powers. Something's gonna happen to her in this series, and it was true. Coffee's so good. All right, everybody. So you know what it means. It's time to move it on to the remainder of the Wednesday Night Comic Professor, and that means we're gonna be talking about the book of the week with an honorable mention. I'm giving it to the Avengers Forever number 4 second print, coming Coley artwork cover with the old cover appearance of Captain Carter. And it's just because Captain Carter, not Captain America Sharon Carter, appears for the first time in costume in story in issue number 4. Now, I know there's a lot of caveats, right? It's like she first appears on a cover of Avengers Forever number 1. And then she first appears, in story in Avengers Forever number 4 in costume, but she's got her own book, and she's had two issues of her own book, and she hasn't appeared in costume over there, but she does have some pretty wicked covers, and wow. You know, I do believe this one is more based on the What If character. Comic boom in the house. But this one, again, being more based on the What If character is kind of like how they have two characters based on Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie, but only one of them is going to be Runa. And is Valkyrie Runa? Are we going to see Yarnborn? I mean, is that kind of stuff going to, go down? Or are they saving that for a future movie? I don't know. But what I will say is that there's a lot of interest in these Avengers books because they are multiversal Avengers with variants of themselves. So it's kind of an interesting read. Now, our Book of the Week runner-up, I gave it to the Batman Beyond White Knight #1, second print, 25 copy incentive. Look, it's a desired book, but I don't think it's super desired, but that even makes it more desired in some cases because people are strange, right? Just because a book is rare doesn't mean it's good. A lot of times, and a lot of the variants that people like to go, dude, this is so rare, it shouldn't exist. It's one of my favorite things to hear somebody, trying to conflate their argument for. No, the books exist, and they just weren't ordered because they're either ugly or had too many other variants going on with the same book. And that goes for a lot of the books that I, showcase. Because look at the stuff that I've talked about in the previous Spec Matrix on Spec Matrices on Drunken Chat, because those are the books that came out while I was working in the comic shop. So I have a very, very good first-hand experience with that. But this is, again, how it affects a second print 25 copy incentive over at DC for a book that people, again, were told the A cover was rare because, didn't print very many. So that was by Sean Murphy himself. So I don't know, tread lightly there, but Batman Beyond is pretty cool. And of course, you guys know, with it being May the 4th, and may the 4th be with you and also with you, this right here, 25 copy incentive, was the talk of the town. Everybody looking for Obi-Wan, and of course, we're going to talk a little bit more about some things that happened today with... You knew Star Wars wasn't going to leave you without an extended trailer of some kind, right? Let's talk about the books that came out this week. Starting off with A Wave Blue World, who's pumped up their publishing. We have Mizo Battle at Koban Rock, #1. We got a couple covers to go along with this one. And here's your 10 copy incentive. Yes, Dave collects. Moon Knight was epic for me. I'm glad it was epic for you too. And Patrick, I'm really sorry, man, that it didn't hit for you. Sometimes it's hard, especially with us being so conditioned to how good the first MCU movies were. But it was also like they knew they had to get you in and on board. And if they weren't really, really good, you weren't going to be on board. But now that they know that you're 23 movies committed, 24 movies committed, right? How many movies are we in now? Oh, jeez. I don't know how many movies we're in now, but I think it's like 25 maybe. Doctor Strange is like... Is it 25? Yeah. Something like that. But anyway, I get like the desire for it to be as good as everything that came before it. I don't think it's possible. But there's going to be surprise hits in there. And again, a lot of these Marvel shows watch so much better when you binge them all from start to finish. This waiting a week in between thing does kind of wear on the sharpness of it. But no stranger to the sharpness here with this crazy bloody dog holding a knife. This is Dogs of London, #1. This is the 15 copy Dave Johnson incentive variant cover. American Mythology Productions also giving us a bunch of books. This is Beyond the Farthest Star #4 with a cover A. And then your cover B limited edition, but I don't know how limited. Classic Zorro, the Dell #8. And this is cover A. This is your cover B black and white photo. But that's obviously looking more color than black and white. Kent Menace, Dangers from the Depths #1. Pellew Cider Across Savage Seas, number 4. And then here's the cover B. Robonic Stooges, the reader set. Now, I don't have a cover art for that one. The Grunch, which is some wild looking stuff right here, right? Because they're taking bites out of this poor girl. Here's Welcome to the Brotherhood, number 1. Here is cover B. And then here is cover C. The Living Corpse Haunted One Shot, number 0. And then here's your cover B, limited edition black and white raw. Willy's Wonderland prequel, number 3, cover A. Cover B. And then this is your limited slashing time limited edition. And this one also has a $9.99 cover price. Zorro New World cover A. And then the limited edition photo 300 copy. And here we have Archie, giving us World of Archie Jumbo Comics Digest number 119. Aspen Comics drop in the Soulfire number 1 cover A by Turner and Steigerwald. And then here was the cover B special edition. Now, I looked for an incentive, but I didn't see any. Behemoth, giving us Follow Me Into Darkness number 3, cover A, cover B, and cover C. Finishing up for that publisher. Bliss on Tap, giving you issue number 2 of Duel. So it's a 10-issue miniseries. First print of number 1 does quite well. Comics Tribe, giving you the Happy Hill number 3 of 5. Cutaway Comics. Paradise Towers, Paradise Found number 1. Now, it said cover B and cover C were on the solicit, so cover A was dropped already? Heavy Metal. Savage Circus number 11. And then, of course, the Star Wars number 1. Issue 2 and 3 also just FOC'd at the same time. Wild, right? Before issue 1 even drops. Keen Spot, giving you the One Night in Prague number 1, cover A. The cover B. The Blank Sketch. And then the Retailer Incentive variant cover. (2000 AD) Rebellion, giving you the October 2021 program pack. Red 5 under the Stonebot Studio imprint, giving you 78 miles per hour number 1. We all know we have to stick to 78 because that's that's the legal limit for their that's the legal limit for their thing. They all got to do 78 mile an hour or something. I don't know. It's crazy. Because we all know what happens when you hit 88 miles per hour. Doc Brown told us we're going to see some serious. Scout Comics, giving us the Swamp Dogs, House of Crows, number 1. Number 3. What is going on? Ron Burgundy? The 1 in 10, cover B. Third Wave 99, number 3. Soaring Penguin Press. And this is Meanwhile, number 10. Very cool title. Source Point Press. So we've got Blood on Sunset, number 5. Buzzard and Bone, number 1. Buzzard and Bone, number 1, cover B. In His Own Image, number 3. Rise of Dracula, number 5. Rise of Dracula, number 5, cover B. Touching Evil, number 21. Valiant. And just what we needed, another Archer and Armstrong. Here's Archer and Armstrong Forever, number 1, cover A. There's your cover B. Here's your Dan Hip cover C. So the cover D was actually a 250 copy incentive burnt wood variant. I believe it's been delayed. Check with your LCS. See if they qualified if you did an FOC it. And if you did FOC this behemoth, good God. Archer and Armstrong Forever number 1, cover E was your pre-order bundled edition. And then this is your cover F. It's your blank. Vault. Quest Aside number 1, cover A. Cover B. 5 copy incentive. 10 copy incentive. 25 copy incentive. 50 copy. And then we got the Henderson 75 copy incentive and a foil variant of that one. And the 100 copy. That's going to finish it up for Vault. On to the Zenoscope. So this one may have been delayed. Check with your retailer. This one should have been out today, but I did see it was delayed in some places. What is your Grimm Fairy Tales Presents 2022 May the 4th Cosplay Pinup Special Cover A. There's your cover B, cover C, and your cover D. All cosplay variants. Boom Studios dropping Dune in the Waters of Kenley, number 1 of 4. 25 copy Yoon, 50 copy Inyuk Lee. Dune the Waters of Kenley, number 1 with an FOC reveal variant, a 10 copy FOC variant, and then the Unlockable by Christian Ward. What is up to you, Empire Comics? Jim Henson's The Storyteller, Shapeshifters, number 3, cover A by Franny, cover B by Manhanini, and then the 25 copy incentive. Magic, The Gathering, number 14, cover A by Mercado, the cover B, Hidden Sparks Intermix, and then the 10 copy incentive by Stephanie Hans, and the 25 copy. Once and Future number 25, the cover B, and then the 25 copy incentive by John Boy Myers. Now this one was really weird because this was an FOC reveal variant, and then here is your unlockable black and white of the FOC reveal variant. Finishing up for the boom. On to Dynamite. So there's all these intro priced variants also having variant covers for themselves. Check with your LCS. Each one of these had them. So rather than show you any more Dynamite variants once I realized what was going on, I just decided to tell you about them. And of course, this is Boys number 7 with the intro price. So any of these intro priced books, this one, however, this would be the one that I'd probably be focusing on prior to the Boys new season. Reasons. Do I drink my coffee after Spec? I don't know, it might be a habit of mine. Dynamite Never Dies, number 3, cover A. There's your cover B by Perillo. Cover C. Cover D. Cosplay. 10 copy black and white. 20 copy black and white. 25 copy Reilly Virgin. 30 copy Soydom Virgin. Perillo Limited Virgin. Fleeks Limited Virgin. Perillo Ultraviolet. Reilly Ultraviolet. 7 copy FOC Cosplay Virgin. Perillo 10 copy FOC Violet Virgin. Sorry, Ultraviolet Virgin. Cover P 11 copy FOC Incentive Fleeks Black and White. Cover Q 11 copy FOC Incentive Reilly Ultraviolet. Panther number 3, cover A by Mattioni. Here's cover B. Here's cover C, cover D, cover E, 10 copy, 15 copy. I like the logo on that one. 20 copy, 25 copy, and then the Mattioni limited version, the other limited version, cover K, the Megan Hetrick Street Original. And then here's the cover M 7 copy FOC incentive version, the 7 copy FOC black and white, the 11 copy FOC Hetrick Street version, and then the cover P 11 copy FOC incentive Mattioni black and white. Cover Q 15 copy FOC incentive SEO version. Project Superpowers Fractured States number 1 cover U. So it's a red blank that they should have dropped for you guys. U and V. Same day these came out. Well, I'm pretty sure, Nate, that these guys are the cause of the paper shortage. Project Superpowers Fractured States number 2 cover A, cover B, cover C, cover D, the cover E, that's pretty cool looking, right? Cover F 10 copy incentive, cover G 15 copy, cover H 20 copy, 25 copy, 30 copy. Cover K is the Ruth limited version. Then we've got the cover L with the Collins limited version. And then we're on to Red Sonja, Red Seetha. So who's Red Seetha? Well, you guys remember the little girl with the white hair from the previous volume of Red Sonja, written by Mirka Andolfo? Well, that's her. She's all grown up now. So here's the cover B Andolfo variant. Here's the cover C variant, the cover D, the cosplay, the blank, 10 copy black and white, 20 copy black and white, 25 copy Yoon red tint, the 30 copy cosplay version, the 40 copy incentive version, the 50 copy incentive version, the cover M metal premium by Andolfo, the cover N Yoon limited version, the cover O Andolfo limited version, and then the cover P FOC Reilly original, the cover Q 7 copy black and white cosplay, cover R 7 copy FOC incentive Andolfo black and white, cover S 11 copy FOC incentive Reilly black and white, and then the 15 copy incentive Reilly version. Vampirilla Bloodlust number 1 facsimile edition. And another one of those introductory price books was the Vampirilla Dracula Unholy number 1. Intro priced. On to IDW. Rocketeer with the Great Race number 2, cover A. Cover B by Stephen Mooney. 10 copy Virgin incentive. Star Trek Discovery Adventures in the 32nd Century number 3, cover A by Hearn. And then here is cover B, your 10 copy incentive by Geek Filter, who's been stopping by the channel. And Geek Filter, if you happen to be watching this on a rewind, appreciate your supporting the channel here, and we appreciate your artwork. Fantastic looking stuff here. And again, it's a 10 copy incentive on a Star Trek book. Good luck. Star Trek Mirror War number 6, cover 8. I'm sorry, number 6, cover A. Here's your cover B. And then this is your 10 copy incentive. That's Wesley Crusher, everybody. They call him Crusher now because he's swollen. But this is a pretty cool looking cover, right? The Mirror War 10 copy incentive. TMNT's ongoing number 128, cover A, and then your cover B by Eastman. This was your 10 copy incentive by Wallen. This is your best of Hot Rod one shot. A lot of good things in there. It's reprinting some old material, but it's good stuff. Deadly Class number 52, cover A. Deadly Class number 52, cover B. Firepower by Kirkman and Samney, number 20. There's the cover B by Finch. Here is your cover C. This is your cover D. Frontiersman Lockup Special, one shot. Little Monsters, cover A. And then here's your cover B by Sorrentino. Manifest Destiny, number 46. Metal Society, number 1. So this is the one where dystopian future and humans fight robots for sport. To the death. And apparently this girl's going to be our savior because all these robots everywhere. She's going to whoop all their asses. Cover D by Manhanini is a 5-copy incentive, but this is your 10-copy incentive by Blanco. And then this is your cover F, 25-copy incentive by Mark Silvestri. Sweet Paprika by Mirka Andolfo, issue number 9. Here's your cover A. This is your cover B. You get another Mirka cover art there. Cover C. And then this is your cover D. This was your cover E, not safe for work variant. Monkey Meat number 5. Radiant Black number 14. Cover B by Griffin. But the incentive by Sabatini. Not too shabby. Righteous Thirst for Vengeance number 7. Then we have Twig, which surprisingly did the preview for this book kill release day hype for this book. I don't know. Cover A, cover B, cover C by Peach Momoko, and then the 10-copy incentive, the 25-copy Momoko Virgin, the 50-copy incentive by Scotty Young Virgin, and then a black and white 100-copy incentive. So High Voltage Mark, since you said you skipped Twig, did you skip it because you already got the preview? Make Twig happen. I don't know. Twig is kind of like Fetch, and I don't know if we can make either of them happen. It looks like trying to make Gwenpool 25 happen with some fake sales. Walking Dead Deluxe number 38, cover A. Cover B. And then cover C by Stephen Platt. So, Splat, everybody. Splat. And when Splat does art, you pay attention to it. He hasn't done very many. He's done a few covers recently, too. Like the Batman's Grave one was also pretty decent. Heard somebody talking about that one too. It was it's definitely one of the better ones that he's done recently. I love it. I got that X-Force 25 though, Uncanny X-Force 25. It's like it's supposed to be a perspective, like Wolverine's claw gets real big. But anyway, here's your cover D by Charlie Adler, not to be overlooked. Wrapping up The Walking Dead. We're on to DC, which has got Batman 123 cover A. Then your Del Auto cardstock variant, 25 copy incentive. And then your Jock 50 copy foil. Comic Boom, you may be right about that. And this is what I tried warning people of too. They always ask, why do I spec on a lot more Marvel books than indies and other things? I'm like, because the Marvel books, let's be honest, They may get the FOMO and people may forget about them, but the chances of them cycling back around are highly, highly better than a lot of these indies. Like an indie has to be like super duper fire, groundbreaking story, new, which is really hard for a lot of people. They borrow so many elements from other people. And, and Comic Boom, I feared that is exactly what was going to happen. There was going to be a lot of spec hype behind that preview being a Scotty Young book. And then all of a sudden, people forgot about it. And now that when they see Twig number 1, they see a book that's already had, a first appearance happen in a previous book. Kind of killing it. But it is a preview of first appearance. That's when we start to get in these debates. But anyway, Batman Beyond Neo Year number 2. And then the Christian Ward variant for that one. Pretty fire looking. Batman Beyond the White Knight, number 1, second printing, cover A by Sean Murphy, and then the 25 copy incentive Sean Murphy cardstock variant. Batman Killing Time, number 3 of 6, cover A, David Marquez. Batman Killing Time, number 3 of 6, with a cover B by Cal New, with a cardstock variant. 25 copy Smallwood cardstock also for Killing Time, number 3. Earth Prime, number 3, Legends of Tomorrow, that's your cover A. There is your cover B. Not a bad cover. If you follow the series, that's really not a bad cover. I used to follow the series a lot more than I do now. Flashpoint Beyond, number 1. And here is your cover B. And then this is your 25 copy Nick Bradshaw cardstock variant. And the 50 copy Todd Now cardstock variant cover. Big story takes place after the original Flashpoint. Hardware Season 1, number 5 of 6, cover A. And that was a Mon Hanini cover. And then, of course, here's your cover B. Monkey Prince, number 4, cover A. Cover B. Cover C. And then this is your 25 copy incentive. Mother effing Monkey Prince. Nubia Coronation Special number 1, one shot. Joshua Swabby Sway cardstock variant cover. Now, I don't mean to be false advertising here. Really don't mean to be false advertising here. But they ixnayed the sneakers from the actual final image. So, really messed up because I know a lot of sneakerheads went after this for the sneakers. This was the original solicitation. Drunken Chat, son? High Voltage Mark. So, Drunken Chat, and a couple of others of us were talking about how they really screwed over a lot of people who probably chased this book. I mean, can you imagine ordering 250 copies of a book for the sneakers and being like, yo, all my sneakerheads in the area are going to eat this one up. They're going to buy it. I got them all pre-sold already, 250 copy minimum order. And then all of a sudden, no sneakers. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure DC got a lot of hate mail. And that's probably why, because I bet you there was a whole bunch of them said, nah, DC, I want my money back. Send these back. And DC's probably like, okay. Nubia Coronation Special 25 copy incentive, but they also gave you a 100 copy foil Joshua Swabby Sway cardstock variant cover. One Star Squadron, number 6 of 6. Suicide Squad, number 15. Suicide Squad, number 15, cover B, Dexter Soy, cardstock variant cover. Task Force Z, number 7. The cover B by Perillo. And then the 25 copy incentive variant. World of Krypton, number 6 of 6. And then your cover B. Wrapping it up for DC. We are on to Marvel. So Avengers Forever number 4, second printing, Coleman Coley variant cover, giving you the first cover appearance of her in-story appearance, reprinted in Avengers Forever number 4. Captain Carter. However, Avengers Forever number 5, this is a Doom book like no other. Okay. Books of Doom, good Doom book. The Doctor Doom solo series, good Doom book. This is also up there. If you guys didn't read this today, missing out. Here's the Garbett Spider-Man variant. Here's Ben Reilly, Spider-Man number 4, of course, before his transition into the new villain known as Chasm. He was still Ben Reilly. And apparently they're giving him the business over here too. There's the Dan Jurgens variant cover. And then this is the Alex Garner incentive variant cover. Black Panther Legends number 4 of 4. The Junie Ba variant cover. And then, it's only 3 months late, but it's better late than never. Here's the Black Panther Legends number 4 of 4 Sway Black History Month variant cover. So this is the last cover that I need for the set. Looking forward to completing that set and getting that removed from the box, occupying space. Carnage number 1 getting a second print. Giant Size X-Men number 1 Thunderbird. And then here's the Charles variant for that one. And then this is your Cutler design variant cover. Iron Man number 19. Iron Man number 19 with the Cabal Stormbreakers variant cover. Iron Man number 19 with the Dan Jurgens Spider-Man variant. David Nakayama. Maestro World War M number 3. Here is the number 3 design variant. Marauders number 2. Marauders number 2 with the Libera variant. And Marauders number 2 with the Anacleto variant. And that actually happens. I actually like that when an incentive variant actually shows something that goes down inside the book. Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse, number 1, second printing. Spider-Man 2099, Exodus Alpha, number 1. Here is your Ryan Brown variant. This is the Ken Lashley 2099 frame variant. And this is the Ron Lim connecting variant cover. Also featuring the Ghost Rider 2099, as you can see. Spidey and Friends, the giveaway sampler, number 1. Star Wars number 23. Lots of action on that cover. Here's the number 23 Christopher action figure variant cover. The Trader of the Dawn variant. And then the Ken Lashley incentive. This was your 25 copy incentive variant. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi number 1. Phil Noto absolutely murking the cover. But so does EM Gist. Even Peach Momoko, not too shabby. 10 copy incentive variant cover. So this is going to be, if you ever get a chance to go to a con and have Ewan McGregor sign a book, this is probably the book. And then, I mean, yeah, there's a couple other ones too, but Obi-Wan on the Obi-Wan series and it being Obi-Wan number 1, I think kind of outdates, all those other ones, or outweighs in my opinion. But your 25 copy Anandito variant cover in our book of the week this week, I don't think there's a lack of supply. I just think people love this character enough that they're going for it. Also, it's his origin. I mean, can you go wrong with the retelling of Obi-Wan's origin, right? Venom Lethal Protector number 1 with a second printing, and Wolverine Patch number 1 with a second printing. That's going to wrap up the new releases, everybody. But that's not going to finish our show. We're not wrapped up by a long shot. This is your Raw Report update. We're time to get spoilerific here. So, as you all saw, lots of things going on at your local comic shop, and you probably heard them talking to you about this one. And if you have a local comic shop, if you're not just solely using Lucas and the Drunken Pull Box, or ordering just stuff online at random, if you do have a local comic shop, please make sure to check them out on Free Comic Book Day. There's incentive variants for some of these books that are 1 in 1,000 incentives. I've seen some of the places advertising them for like $350. Good luck, but definitely support your local comic shop this Saturday in May 7th, 2022. Obi-Wan is strong today. May the 4th be with you. And if you did not check the new trailer that dropped today, we get looks at the Grand Inquisitors. We get looks at a lot of things that went down here. But this series, they moved it to a Friday. Good move. And then they also decided to give you the first 2 episodes back to back. May 25th, everybody. 20 days. Or 26th. Whatever. It's coming. It's coming to at the end of May. So we're going to love it. It's going to be great. 21 days from now. Oh, yeah. Well, 22 days. Whatever. It's coming. The first Friday or last Friday in May. So it is great to have this so soon. I'm excited. I can't even get the date of it releasing right. But this scene right here, Ewan McGregor, I think he said something in a interview somewhere that Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader showing up on set was scary. I don't know why. He's Obi-Wan. He doesn't kill him until A New Hope. So, of course, with the axe swing is going on, man, nobody saw this one coming. The Wonder Twins movie cancellation proves that no DC EU project is safe. And that is very true. So, and this was reported by CBR.com, but they're talking about with David Zaslav at the helm of Warner Brothers Discovery, other projects might follow the chopping block soon. Yeah, they are on what looks like to be a warpath over there, and Drunken Chat is right. If they had made it rated R like they did Peacemaker, my God, the content is desired by older people who don't care about it being, family oriented. They want to see their superheroes kicking ass and taking names, and sometimes cursing a little bit, or as much as Peacemaker. If it weren't for the fact that I had to go to work tonight after this show, I would have crammed more news in here. But we'll be back next week with some more news. And don't forget to Twitter tag me if you see something newsworthy. Do the same on IG. Do the same thing on Facebook. The face space. Leave me a comment below. And next up, we've got the other portions of the Ultra Maximus Speculation Matrix. This is where I give you the recommended reads. Yeah, I wish I had more time. I really do. But no, the cancellation of that, that was pretty fast. Yes, comics, it really was. Poor Gleek. Gleek is the real victim there. But as discussed earlier, if you are a fan of Doctor Doom, aka my alternate ego, my variant, Rabamawal, you really should be reading this episode or this issue. It's an episode, basically. It's an episodic comic book. This issue of Avengers Forever number 5, absolutely a Doom-centric story. We get an origin of the Doom above all. And don't you want to know how he becomes the Doom above all? I did. Now, in the Raw Report Versus, this is a sweet little section of the show where I show you 2 books. And I ask you, which would you rather? And last week, I have a feeling there's more of you who were on that Twig black and white train than you were for the Coronation Special. But after today, how many of you still stuck with that? How many of you are still on the Twig train versus the Nubia 1/100 foil? Leave me a comment below. So for next week, to tease you a little bit with some of the releases, I got to ask you this question. Would you rather Death Dealer number 1 by Del Otto with the Virgin Incentive, or a new book called Grimm, and it's the Del Mundo Incentive? It's not the highest ratio, but it was a very similar asking price between these two. So both of these are related to death. Looks like I'm about to wrap up. Nah, my man, we got some stuff to go through, but I appreciate you stopping by, Nolan Nerd. Good to see you in the live chat, man. Leave me a comment below. And I knew a lot of people are gonna be like, man, that Del Otto Death Dealer by far. But some people don't feel the Frazetta character, Maybe they like the Grimm character more. So what was the heat of the week? I don't know. Why don't you ask this guy Ultra what he thought the heat of the week was? Mizo Battle at Coben Rock number 1, 10 copy. Dogs of London, both covers. Willy's Wonderland prequel. I like this book because it is horrifically just monstrous. Like, do you guys remember the animatronics? Like Pizza Time, stuff like that? You ever have one of the faces fall off in the middle of it? Scared the shit out of kids. Soulfire number 1, cover A. Soulfire number 1, cover B. Both brilliant Michael Turner books. R.I.P. Mr. Turner. Follow Me Into the Darkness number 3. Duel. I chose both of these heavy metal titles just because they're low print run. They got fantastic art, but we'll see what's going on here. One Night in Prague has an incentive variant. Of course, it might be shuffled into the mix. Swamp Dogs had this 10 copy incentive. Rise of Dracula number 5. Both covers, just because it's a pretty cool book. And then Dan Hipp actually did very, very good on this variant here. I honestly think this is probably the best variant. The Jesus variant's pretty cool too. Now, again, Burnt Wood. And then this one right here, the pre-order bundled edition. Quest Aside number 1, all the incentives. Because again, if a book is returnable, and you keep the incentives. If it goes second print, they're probably not returning very many. Quest Aside number 1. All these variant covers, including this foil. Now, Grim Fairy Tales presents the 2022 May the 4th Be With You cosplay. Pinups. Yeah. If you can buy them in a 4-pack, do it. Dune. You know, just some cool variant covers. 25 copy, 50 copy, FOC 10 copy, and the unlockable. If you're into the Dune story that just had its previous movie, relaunch, reboot, whatever you want to call it. Jim Henson's Storyteller Shapeshifter. Franny does not do enough covers. She's done a lot of Boom stuff. She's obviously done this one right here, but Franny, do more covers. Do some more Marvel and DC covers, mainstream covers, more image covers if you can. Magic the Gathering number 14's the Hidden Sparks Intermix variant cover. Yep. And then, of course, the Hans variant, 25 copy. 25 copy Once and Future. The FOC Reveal variant and the unlockable. Just because they're so hard to get. Nate, you're not lying. They have been really, really good story-wise, and it's just one of those things that if heavy metal makes a new animated movie and includes anything of those properties and brings anybody's attention to them, people are going to look for them, and they're going to be very disappointed on how hard they are to track down. And then people are going to find out that people are looking for it, and it's going to drive the price up. We all know how it works, but let's just hope it's a book that goes under the radar of the FOMO fakers. And, you know, the guys who like to make a book look rare when it's actually not, make a book look like it's selling for more when it's actually not. But the Rocketeer 10 copy incentive, every one of these version incentives for the Rocketeer have been pretty decent. It's been a version of the A cover. And I think it was Comic Boom was talking about needs more Betty Page in the series. Star Trek Discovery Adventures in 32nd Century number 3, cover B by our friend Geek Filter. The Mirror War 10 copy incentive down from a 15 copy, so they lower the incentive ratio. The ongoing cover A with Venus, the ongoing cover B by Eastman, which I can't believe they didn't show this artwork. You know, every time they show an Eastman cover art not available, I'm like, what the hell? Why are they shooting themselves in the face? Here's the 10 copy incentive, and again, it's another incentive variant that does have Jenica present. Best of Hot Rod, or as I like to refer to him, Rodimus. Metal Society, Manhanini, and the Silvestri. I'm just saying these are the two best. These are the two best variant covers in that run. Sweet Paprika. It's a good book, and if you like Mirka and Dolfo art, it's definitely good stuff. Radiant Black number 14, the Hulk 340 homage. And then, of course, we got the 25 copy incentive by Sabatini. And then we've got Twig number 1, 10 copy, 25 copy, 50 copy, and 100 copy. And who knows? Maybe the long-termness of Twig will pan out. Now, I feel real bad for the people who invested in Bone. Because as you guys heard, they shit canned the entire Bone project over at Netflix. So, and Jeff Smith said, never again. He said he's not going to go through with it, not going to go through it, not going to even deal with it, not going to even worry about it. Stephen Platt, giving you good stuff right there. Jock foil, White Knight second print, cover A, and the incentive, of course. Killing Time, 25 copy. Flashpoint Beyond. Look, story-wise, if you do not know about Flashpoint, this may be a good place to read for you to be like, okay, what happened? And then go back and read Flashpoint and be like, okay. So Flashpoint Beyond number 1 with its Bradshaw variant cover. And then this is your 50 copy incentive. I should have mounted it sideways, I'm sorry. Hardware Season 1, Mateus Manhanini. And then here's your cover B. The Monkey Prince 25 copy. Nubia. Now, honestly, David Mack, A cover, killed it. Good stuff there. Sway cover, not too shabby either. This one would have been better. We all know why. I'm not trying to knock your art, Crystal Kong. I just don't think this is a good fit for this one. 100 copy Sway. Eduardo Pansicchia. Suicide Squad. More Suicide Squad. Task Force Z. Perillo. And of course, you knew this was going to be on here. You knew this was going to be on here. And you got to give Ben Reilly the benefit of the doubt. He's going up against a majority of the similar variant rogues from Spider-Man, but it's a different Doc Ock, obviously. And of course, Carnage. Yeah, Carnage is his Venom. And then Ben Reilly, Spider-Man number 4 with the Garner variant. That's Alex Garner just kills it there. Joshua Swabby Sway again. Carnage second print. Thunderbird Cutler design variant cover. And then Iron Man 19 Stormbreakers variant. I thought this was pretty cool. Nakayama variant. Marauders number 2, 25 copy. Oh. And we got Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse number 1, second printing Nishijima variant cover. Spider-Man 2099 Exodus Alpha number 1. Again, I prefer the Ryan Brown cover over the other ones, but this one right here with the trim, not so bad. Star Wars number 23, and just for my maximized fans out there, the last remaining action figure variant that I need is the Rancor. It's JTC limited. That's the last one I need. And then I will have all of the stones. You guys know I got the stones, but some other people don't know. Star Wars number 23 Lashley variant. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi number 1. So this is cool. Noto absolutely killed it on this cover, and you know it's probably going to go second print. But Ian Gist does not get the love he deserves. Has a lot of fire covers, including a really wicked Conan and Deadpool. Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi number 1, Momoko, 10 copy, and of course a 25 copy. Okay, I put the full run on here. May the 4th be with you all. Why wouldn't I put the full run on here for the heat of the week? It's Obi-Wan. People are going to be chasing after that like crazy. So, why would you want to subscribe to my next episode of things like the Raw Report? Well, when I do drop this next episode, man, you guys are going to see some serious stuff. You're watching the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. Please tune in and subscribe for the next episode next Wednesday. And of course, for all of you to avoid the FOC FOMO, I got you right here. Secret variant. I'm not collecting those. I'm only collecting the ones for the on-card, not the mail-aways. So I do have the store exclusives for those. And you know what, Brad? If Dennis from Wonderworld actually liked me more than he liked some of the other guys, then maybe he would have offered me some of them. Dennis, if you're watching on the rewind, how come you haven't offered me the Star Wars books, buddy? So let's talk about this. If you're catching the FOC show that I do on the weekends called the Secret Variant, well, then you probably didn't miss much. But if you're not, well, these are the ghosts of Monday that are going to haunt you, and that's why this is the FOC review. Please stand by as I take you on a path backward in time to look at stuff that closed this past Monday and why you might want to get your name down for it. So if today you picked up that Mizo Battle at Coben Rock #1, we're like, hey, it's a pretty fire story. Hey, a Wave Blue World, they're by far not a big publisher. Well, the 10 copy incentive did close this past FOC. Willy's Wonderland prequel #4 also closed on another issue. This, again, is your Slash in Time movie poster $9.99 variant cover. So, Artist Elite Primer Red one-shot, cover A, and it said various artists, but then, of course, there's your horizontal variant cover. It's got all of the artists and all of the art. Now, there's also going to be another Artist Elite Primer edition. I forget the color. It might be gold or something like that. Wilder #5, the cover B, channeling his inner Adam Hughes. Tales of the Coffin Verse #1 with the cover E with the Captain Death edition. I thought this was pretty funny considering all the hype about Captain Carter. Trailer Park Boys House of 1,000 Conquests #1 shot. Cover A. Here's your cover B. And here's your cover C. Very interesting, right? Swipe of the Fox. So I believe it's Darius Fox is his name, and he's an NBA player, and this is his basketball project, or his comic book project about basketball. Hey, if it gets people to recognize him on the court, right? And as we discussed, Star Wars #1 just came out this past week under Heavy Metal. Here's Star Wars #2 and issue #3 that just FOC. Bonnier Aromatic #2, cover D, 5 copy. Swiper, no swiping. Kung Fu Legumi #1 also had the 6 copy incentive. Captain Canuck #15 going back for a second printing, so that's weird. Miss Meow #1, cover A, Jamie Tyndall, and of course, shout out to Jamie Tyndall who he's done all sorts of these like Merc covers and just pretty cool looking stuff. So it's pretty cool to see this cover coming about. And then here is your Tristan Thompson variant cover. This is the Risque Tristan Thompson. And then this is the Miss Meow cover D incentive Carla Cohen variant. The 100 copy Carla Cohen Virgin Foil. Bill and Ted Roll the Dice #1, cover A. Cover B. Cover C is your 5 copy action figure variant. 10 copy incentive. 20 copy incentive. Crystal Planet cover A. Now this is where it gets wild, everybody. It's Joe Satriani. Cover B is your action figure variant. 10 copy incentive by Satriani. So Satriani artwork. Disturbed Dark Messiah #2 of 5. And then this is the 5 copy incentive action figure variant. The 10 copy incentive by Finch. Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer #2 with the Linsner A cover. The Frazetta B cover. You know, I figured they would make the Frazetta stuff an incentive, but they decided to only keep them as the B variant. Cover C, 5 copy incentive, Death Dealer action figure. And then there's your 10 copy incentive by Bill Sienkiewicz. 20 copy Sienkiewicz incentive variant. Good Boy Volume 2 #1 with a Oshred 100 copy incentive. ULTRA Max, not to be confused with the ULTRA Maximus. #1. Venom #35. And you say, wait, Venom 35 came out like before this Venom volume. That's true, it did. But did you guys know that Hero Initiative is doing this limited edition variant cover, limited to 3,000 copies? People who watch the Secret variant would know that. They would also know about this wonderful Breakfast Club homage. Harbinger 2021's volume number 8, cover C, and that's your pre-order bundled edition. So this one had to be pre-ordered, making it extremely rare. I have a feeling that this one's probably going to transcend. Nowhere Generations presented by Rise Against. That is the band Rise Against. All new Firefly cover B. Cover C, 10 copy, 25 copy, and 50 copy by Forbes. The unlockable incentive. Killer Affairs of the State, number 4, 10 copy, and a 25 copy Virgin. Magic Hidden Planeswalker, number 2, 25 copy Mercado variant, 50 copy, and 100 copy. 100 copy unlockable, making it a very odd one. And then the finale for Power Rangers Universe, number 6 of 6 with the cover B, 10 copy incentive by Mora. Number 6, 25 copy incentive. This is wicked. So they're making it very easy for you guys to be able to get a ton of these, which is going to complete the set. So 1 through 6, all the different color Rangers except for the White Ranger. I wonder if issue 0 will be released afterwards and have the White Ranger on the cover, which will be wild. 100 copy incentive by Christian Ward with the Phantom Ranger, though. Not the Green Ranger like we would have all expected. Wild stuff going on in here. There's your unlockable FOC variant. And for my buddy Mighty Mel V, Drunken Chat Son, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, cover K, Besh Limited Virgin. And then, of course, what do you get when you multiply Snake Eyes times 3? Well, this right here is your 10 copy incentive for G.I. Joe 293. And 3 Snake Eyes. It's not Snake Eyes anymore, right? You have to have 2 1s to have Snake Eyes, right? Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 3. Man, this cover B wraparound cover, I gotta say, pretty awesome. And then this is Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 3. 10 copy incentive. We're making a return with a new volume. My Little Pony number 1, cover A. This is your cover B. This is your 10 copy retail incentive variant. I expected a number 1 like this to have a 25 copy or maybe a 1 in 100. Nope. Rocketeer, The Great Race number 3. There's your Betty Page action. And this is your 10 copy incentive. Star Trek Adventures in the 32nd Century, number 4, cover A. And then, of course, Geek Filter's doing his art for cover B, 10 copy incentive. TMNT ongoing. The Secret Eastman variant. And, of course, check this out. Another Jenica variant cover. 10 copy incentive for Beast Wars. Come on. Who doesn't love a Vitruvian Rodimus? I sure do. I think I told you guys about the shirt that my wife got me. That's a Vitruvian Optimus. And I was wearing that shirt the day my son was born. It's now hanging up in my son's room, framed. So I can't really rock it anymore, which really sucks because it's a really cool shirt. But I still have a Vitruvian Deadpool shirt somewhere. Transformers Last Bot Standing number 2, cover E, 10 copy incentive. The Transformers War's End number 4 of the 4 issue miniseries, 10 copy incentive. So this again takes place in IDW's 4 million years ago series, No Humans. Usagi Yojimbo, Lone Goat and Kid number 5. Alright, making a triumphant return, Department of Truth number 18, cover A, cover B, 25 copy incentive. So it's been a while since we've had high ratios from this guys, right? 50 copy incentive by Simmons, and then 100 copy McFarlane incentive variant cover. That's probably going to be the book of the week that week of release. I'm just saying. I know there's going to be a lot of people after it, but Department of Truth seems to have not cooled off. And if it did cool off, something big is going to happen, because Tinian doesn't put high ratio on books that don't have anything that happen. Gunslinger Spawn, of course, the sketch blank for our Drunken Chat cover art contest. And don't forget the cover C by Brett Booth. Lilith. And this is the reason why Adam is not allowed to talk about his first wife before Eve. Because Lilith, what are you doing? Ice Cream Man number 30, cover B. Philadelphia, number 22. This cover B right here. Monstrous number 40 continues to deliver with fire writing and fire art. Radiant Red number 3, the incentive variant for that one by Davies. Rogue Sun number 4, cover A. And Rogue Sun number 4, cover B, which is your 25 copy incentive. Saga number 59, Step by Bloody Step, Lotte variant. Okay, Mirka Indolfo's Unnatural making a return in another volume called Blue Blood. Here's cover A of issue 1 of 10, but their highest ratio incentive was this 50 copy Peach Momoko Virgin. Zombies vs. Robots Classic, number 3, 25 copy incentive. Tedesco giving you a good Action Comics cover B. The canceled Aquaman number 4, cover B. I don't know what issue that's going to end at now. Batman Fortress number 1, cover B, the dual A card stock variant cover. The Joshua Swaby Sway DC Pride 2022 one-shot wraparound variant. The Bartel 25 copy incentive foil. That one's going to be a popular one. DC versus Vampires Hunters. This is the one shot, the cover A by John Boy Myers. This was a really, really cool homage cover considering who the Vampire Lord is. In the background here, like, if Damien just like turned around and like stabbed that dude in the chest, like, the story would be over. Deathstroke Incorporated, number 9, cover A by John Boy Myers. The cover B by Derek Chu. Green Lantern number 12, second print with your Emerald Knight. Harley Quinn's number 15, 25 copy incentive. I mean, you do kind of need a head tilt to check it out, but it's good. It really is good. Swamp Thing number 13, cover A. And of course, Swamp Thing is definitely on a lot of people's list just because of the read. And look, E.M. Gist doing another variant. The Task Force Z number 8, cover B is just a good, it's a good Red Hood variant. And then here we have Teen Titans Academy number 15, cover B, Todd Nauk. And that's, of course, for everybody who's a fan of Beast Boy and Raven. Avengers Forever number 6 with Vibranium Man. Carnage number 3. What I found weird, too, was they showed this variant here showing Cletus in the symbiote. The symbiote has no host, currently. Fortnite Zero War. Here's your Cassaday variant cover. And then this one's going to be desired because it's not offered in America. So this is your UK Torrin Clark, I believe. Mon Hanini variant for Knights of X number 2. That really is a fire cover. Love its art. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 23 with the Sprouse Lucasfilm variant. So on the secret variant, I had reported that these were going to be incentives. They're not. They're open order. They just didn't list them correctly. Here's the Ozaki Japanese creator variant, though. And here's the Star Wars Darth Vader Sprouse Lucasfilm 50th anniversary variant showing the Bad Batch. First cover appearance of the Bad Batch, everybody. Strange number 3, 25 copy incentive by Lou Pacino. And I made a remark about the Huntsman on the secret variant. I think I know who it is. And that's our show, everybody. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys in the live chat for sticking with us while we got this show done. Unfortunately, I got to check out and head out on the road to bust some skulls and go make some money. Work needs me. So I really appreciate all of you guys tuning into this other job that I do here with minimal reward, except for your subscribing and a couple other things. That is why I appreciate you guys watching the Secret Variant, watching the presser, watching all the other content that I drop. And if you're not subscribed to my stuff, make sure you are now. Go by clicking the subscribe button, click that notification bell for notifications, smash that like button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the show. And for all you regulars, see you next week. Hope so.